Are you a slob like me? Probably not, because it really takes a lot to be like this. But basically, I want to grind some feed, but we're going to have to clean. In other words, AKA get this trailer, also probably the service truck, out of the way so that we can make that happen. You would think that's a simple task. However, the trailer's got a flat tire, and the service truck, I'd say the batteries are dead. So what else is new? But I'm going to try to get some progress made here, and then I'll bring you back here in a second. Right after this. All right, welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Rusty Oliver Man. We're gonna use this original paint tractor to grind feed, because that's not a bad idea, right? If anything loves fresh paint, it's ground feed, so sure. Plus it's already hooked up, minus the power takeoff. So, and this will be the first chance we have to test this power takeoff to make sure it's really working. It might not work at all. So that would be a good thing to know as well. So we're going to struggle, I'm sure, because we haven't used this in a while. I don't know why this mill is so hard to turn. I should be able to hook that up a little easier, I would think. We're going to have to tap on that spring pin to get it back where it needs to be. Let's use the tractor to do the turning now. Oh, darn. Left the battery on. Hasn't run for a while. Oh, fuel stop out. Yeah, when you do the right thing, it fires right up. Oh, that's why. We still had the sheller hooked up. That's good to know. It still runs. Nothing has built a nest in it. We need to disconnect that though. We're gonna walk away and pretend it's fine. Let's turn our mill on. Or was it on? Oh, it was on. That's also why I couldn't turn it good. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. It's been a while. I'm not used to this mill yet. Oh, there we go. Now it'll go whenever it hits that hole in the back piece, which is consequently up at the top, I guess. There. Friends, we are struggling. It's been a little bit since I used this, but man, that's probably too big. In case you have no idea what we're doing, that's okay. But I had a big screen in for ear corn, and since it's shelled corn, I want something smaller. There. Now, we should be ready to go. probably gonna rain about the time we get started. That wouldn't surprise me. Sure. How are we doing here? Well, we're not prepared, so in that regard, we're doing great. Oh yeah, I forgot. This one doesn't have a brake on it. Dad's had a brake that it would keep it from turning or swinging away. This don't have that. So what to do? We'll come up with something here. We'll get a ratchet strap, but we need to back up. Okay, we're gonna shut this off. We need to put a little hydraulic oil in the tractor. I can tell. Also, we're gonna need to strap this over that direction. So let me go grab some stuff and we'll be right back. All right, conditions are quickly deteriorating, but I think we're ready now. I just gotta, as soon as I want to do this, it starts getting humid, and yeah, what fun. Hammer mill's turning. Feed auger's turning. All right. This auger will run. I just had it running. Let's get some corn to it. Of course. See, I don't like for everything to be screaming until I got it all running. So that's why we're doing what we're doing. It beats doing it by hand. I need to get a bigger loadout auger. Everything's doing its thing now. little bit so I didn't tip over for some stupid reason. We must have another leak. We got it all stopped on that side when we did that blower band, remember? But there must be one up under there. We'll have to address that. It's not too bad, but no leaks would be ideal. Also, my crappy setup, I don't have everything the way I'd like it, so I don't know if I let it roll forward a little bit. That might actually help. Yeah, that might have made it a little better. Ideally, you'd have that auger lower, but it doesn't work that way. That auger frame is salvaged from another auger that I found in a dumpster. And I mounted our auger in it, and it's really too, I don't know, it's not the right size, but it's better than what we had, which was that thing hanging from a pole. And that was annoying to have that sitting here all the time. That was Grandpa's concoction. Moving it actually stopped that leak for some reason. Slowed it way down. So far we're doing better than last time though, because we got no leaks over here at all. That blower band was blowing it everywhere the last time. Now all the dust is coming out the top like it's supposed to. Anyway, ideally, this is on my list of things I'd like to update, but for now it sure beats a shovel, because I think the last time we used the grinder mixer on camera, I shoveled the whole thing out of the bin. I backed it up to the door, kept shoveling it in, so I'd rather not do that all the time. I could much rather just sit here to the side and wait on this. Check this one. Oh, it's pretty close. Pretty close to where we need to be. Since it's on a angle, it's mostly in the front corner, kind of on a tilt. All right, this is a perfect example of why the school bus can be annoying, and that is because it's time to go and I'm not done. So I'm gonna have to stop, put this in the shed, and then come back later and finish. I'm pretty close. I would say that once I scoop up all the stuff off the ground after a while, I'll probably be fine, because that tub, you can't really empty it anyway other than just picking it up and dumping it in there. So, but I'm about halfway, not quite halfway up the third window there, so that's pretty close. We're also on that slant, so I don't know what that'll translate to once I move it flat here in a minute. But such is life. totally full. Oh yeah, we are. Okay, it's popping out the top. So yeah, we're full. Didn't see that. This is only the third time I've used this grinder mixer. Temperature's good, oil pressure's good. That's the first PTO work the 1755's ever done around here. So we'll come back to it after a while. I don't think it was really over full. What happened was, because of the way I had it sitting, as that was over, the recycling auger up the center shoved the door open because it was piling up in the front. I know why it did what it did, but you can see now that it's leveled out, it's not totally full, but that's probably where I'll leave it. I'll just clean up the stuff off the ground and grind it up, and then add my supplement, and then we'll go feed some bovines. But yeah, school bus time, so I gotta go. I'll throw in a little clip here. I'm stopped. Parking brake is set, so don't say I'm driving and on the phone. But it's starting to rain, and I can see up ahead there, we're about to get into a total downpour. So I'm glad I put that grinder mixer under the shed, because it's definitely going to be wet when we get back. All right, it's the next day. It rained all night long, and so yeah, never got back to it. So it's a good thing we put this away before we left. I don't think I'm going to do anything other than just add the supplement and go. That stuff on the ground, I might just pitch into the, well, into the back hopper and mix her in as whole kernels. That won't hurt, but it might be less likely to stick in a big clump that way. I don't know. Having trouble getting that pulled out of there. The secret is, there we go. I can see it moving easily. I just can't get it pulled out of there. Oh. Okay. Everybody always complains, why don't you use PB Blaster? Well, there you go. Why don't I use it? Because the first thing I did was run over this can after buying it. Luckily, I didn't destroy it. That's not gonna do what I want. I need to do it this way to do what I want to do. Trying to help myself get a little bit of leverage here. It's loose. I don't know why it won't. I can see it move. It's just taking forever. There. Now we're going. Let's try that. Let's slide it in and out a few times. That's always fun. There. That was a lot of work. A lot of work for a simple task. But we should be good to go now. We'll pull it out of here. The supplement is on the back of the golf cart. So sure. Let's check before climbing up that I didn't accidentally shut the battery off, because nope, it's on still. It's really annoying when you get all the way up there and then find out that you didn't do the thing. You know the thing? beautiful oil. All right, let's set it to mixing. Now it should just sit there and recycle, you know, whilst we're doing this. We're gonna put this away. Probably should have thought that out better. There's still some corn in here. We can start the hammer mill again after a while and clean this out. And we'll clean out the the stuff on the ground. It's fine. Boy, that don't sound too good in there, does it? It'll be fine though. All right. The first flavor, range cubes. That seems to make it a little more tasty for him. It's basically like pelletized grass, I believe. So. But it gives a little roughage. Got several bags of these. That's some mineral. One thing this mill doesn't have that Dad's does is it has a piece welded on there where you can flip this up and shake it, and that makes it kind of handy to clean off all that stuff. But such is life. We're not hurting on the price of this machine, so we're gonna live with it. We're gonna be giving that tire attention sooner than later because it's already low again. Let's turn this back on so we can pick up our mess. Also, we will turn this auger on so that it will feed. There. Still remembering how this mill works. This has a slide instead of a ratchet. The other one's got like roller chain welded to it. With any luck, it should start coming out of there. Troubles at the OK Corral. Something's not right. This ain't wanting to jump in there. Why is it not wanting to jump in there? Now the cows are going to come over here, causing trouble. Yeah, I'm working on it. Yeah, that was a struggle. I don't know why, but it was. We're gonna run the auger empty and then put it in the shed, and we'll just keep running it out of here every day. That should be fine. Should be fine. Get back in here. You don't need to go run away. That'll keep you here for a while. It's always fun to play a game when you come home. Do the cows still live here, you know? So far though, I haven't had as much trouble. Knock on wood. But they pretty well stay. But I try to give them plenty to eat so they don't have that desire to go anywhere else. Before we put this away, we've got to do some more work to it. I was having trouble with that loadout auger. It wasn't wanting to float back in there. So we're just gonna give that a good douching. Liberally. I'm going to pull this down. It should shut it off. I'll give it another spray. If I do that. Alright, I think I got her now good. It latches open and then it closes. I think I really need a better spring than his ratchet strap. I'm going to have to investigate if there was a... Well, I guess it's got a spring in there. That one must not be doing the job anymore. Unless it's just been so corroded, cruddy, that I'll keep spraying it every time I use it. You know. But it's working a lot better now. Just one of those things. When stuff doesn't get used every day, it's going to be a constant battle. But I still want to clean it up and like paint the frame and stuff and the top of it, so that'd be a good time to work on other stuff like that. All right, we're back in the shed. Ideally, if shed space wasn't at a premium, I would like to leave this hooked up just like this all winter long so I could just drive out and go. But I'm not sure if I want to do that. It'll be harder to cram everything in here. If I do, I may move it over the whole rig against the wall here so that it stays super dry, and figure out the rest later. I gotta fill in some ruts. My loader tractor ate a trench over here through the winter time. So that's on the to-do list, but there's always something, you know, and I got a lot of somethings. So I gotta just get through it and get it done. So I suppose we'll leave this one here. The old mill did a lot better than last time, so we're getting a little better each time, and that's what we're after, identifying its issues. The big thing now, it appeared there must be a hole up under the hopper that slides it into the mill, because it was, you know, putting a little pile on the ground, not a huge one, but enough to take notice. But otherwise, everything else worked great. This is just a matter of, you know, sitting, not using enough lubrication, that type of thing. I mean, see there, it's kind of hanging up again, but it's getting there, you know. It will get better the more we use it. So until next time, we'll just call this one here. Do you suffer from low intelligence and are easily entertained? Well, then hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment, and that way we can keep making entertainment that your feeble minds can understand. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.